my order
I look forward
Yes.
to seeing how they're raising funds out there too, because I know a lot of people volunteer at the fest.
Yeah.
You know, with
Yeah.
those beverage booths, which is really cool. So he's going to talk about that at 6.
I know
Very
it's
cool.
hot and humid outside. I tried to walk the dogs
It's
earlier
starting
today.
to get a little bit more humid. Today was kind of the last day for maybe a while that we held on to that drier air because the Muggies are back
It
tomorrow.
was dry today?
Yeah, this was dry compared to what's on the way tomorrow and through the weekend, next week as well. Humidity not going anywhere. Again, it was a little higher today, and that probably allowed our temperatures to kind of spike. We did see mostly sunny skies, but note off to our west and actually already overhead, starting to see a little more cloudiness. Clouds will be increasing overnight tonight and during the day tomorrow, and really through next week. We're going to be under probably partly to mostly cloudy skies with daily rain chances. Still pretty outside at the moment, 84 degrees. A dew point of 51 is still fairly dry. Humidity right now is only at 32%. Wind still out of the northeast, so still favoring slightly northerly direction. That will start changing as soon as tonight. But look at our high temperature. We spiked at 87. In fact, you have to go back to early October of last year to find temperatures in that upper 80 range. We did hit 86 degrees a couple of times last month, but I'm kind of considering 87, 88, 89 kind of upper 80s. And this is the first time we've gotten there so far this year. A little closer to the records in the low 90s, so we could be worse. And we probably will be as we head into the next several days. Now, this morning was pretty chilly, especially farther on the North Shore, lower 50s, upper 40s, generally 50s and 60s. We are not going to be that cool overnight tonight. The humidity will be on the rise, cloud cover will be on the rise, and we're not going to be able to get that cool. So in the 60s overnight. Temperatures right now, generally low 80s, and humidity still hanging on to those 50s, but also starting to see more low 60s, and the dew points will continue to rise during the overnight. And once those dew points get into the upper 60s, 70s, that is that uncomfortably muggy air mass, which will be with us through most of next week. May see some slight little drops in humidity, but generally speaking, we're getting rid of that good feel air for quite a while. Wind still light, but we'll start to see more of a southerly wind overnight tonight and certainly throughout the day tomorrow, bringing back that Gulf moisture. We're also going to be watching for an upper air pattern change. What we're going to be watching for is a developing upper ridge that has started to take shape out to our west. It's really going to dominate much of the nation over the next several days in what we call an omega blocking pattern. Basically, the upper pattern kind of looks like the Greek letter omega. You have a big upper low off the west coast, another one well off the east coast, and in between you get this big upper level ridging. And it's called a blocking pattern because it really doesn't move, and sometimes these sit for 5, 7 to 10 days. It looks like we might see a little kind of squashing of the upper ridge briefly next week, but generally speaking, the upper ridging is going to take hold through at least the next 6 to 10 days. And our temperature outlook is for the central eastern half of the nation to run warmer than average. And we will certainly be running much warmer than average as high temperatures peak into the upper 80s. There may be a few days easily next week that a couple of locations hit 90 degrees. On top of that upper ridging building in, we're going to be watching out to our west as several little upper disturbances move our way and bringing with them daily rain chances. Not every day is going to see 40, 50, 60% rain chances. In fact, most of next week it'll probably hover around 20, 30%. The wetter couple of days will probably be tomorrow at around 40%. Could get some scattered showers here in the morning, a few more during the afternoon. Still looking at maybe Saturday being our wettest day as the models kind of consistently keep bringing some more disturbances our way for Saturday during the day. Depending upon exactly where some of these heavier cells may develop, maybe a heavy soaking on the South Shore, maybe it's more of a focus north of the lake, but I would certainly have the rain gear handy for the next couple of days out at Jazz Fest. Sunday, though, it looks like a drier day, only about a 30% chance, and highs, though, in the mid, again, upper 80 range. So have the sunscreen, have something to stay hydrated, because I think more than the rain, it's going to be the heat and humidity over the weekend and continuing through most of next week with daily rain chances and a little bit more of a taste of summertime.